Hello, my name is Mercury and welcome to this brand episode of Media FA. Today, I'll be discussing the Xbox partner preview that premiered on March 6th. So yeah, a bit late to this little party, but I said we are covering all of the Xbox presentations. And this one, I accidentally knocked the phone. I don't know if you guys heard that, but this one is next. And next up, we will be covering the Xbox ID Showcase, I think it's called, which is a bunch of the indie games. Let me check. That is quite a big ID at Xbox showcase presented by blah blah blah. ID at Xbox. Yeah, we'll be covering the ID at Xbox showcase. That's next time. So yeah, I have no idea what ID at Xbox is, but that premiered around a week ago. I'm guessing it's a bunch of indie stuff. It is a beefy presentation. It's 50 minutes long. But yeah, we'll be covering that soon. And that's not the only little thing we'll be covering. We will also be covering the indie world that premiered with that Nintendo premiered. I think it was, April 17th. So yeah, another little thing there that we'll be talking about. So a lot of stuff to talk about from indie games. But first, let's get into the partner preview. Give me just 1 second. We'll be covering this first and foremost, and then I think we'll be doing the one on the indie world, and then finally ID at Xbox. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming out later on. We have June to look forward to. We have a lot of different gaming stuff, so yeah. Okay, so it's not a terribly long presentation. There's not a lot of stuff to cover here, but let's just go over it. So first up is Unknown 9 Awakening. Now, let me look this up. Okay, so I don't know what this is about, and to be honest, I kind of forgot. It's been quite a while since I've seen it, and this game didn't really leave that big of an impression on me, especially since I forgot what it even was about. Yeah, I'm looking at it here, and I mean, it looks fine, I guess. But there's nothing really here that really interests me, I guess. That's the most I gotta say. Just nothing really interesting here. I don't know what to really say about this game. It didn't really catch my eye, especially since literally one of the only ones I actually actively forgot about. But yeah, that's surprising. The first one that they revealed, and I mean, it is the first one they revealed. But I forgot about it. Like, I don't even know what this is about. Genuinely speaking, I don't know. I'm looking through videos here, trying to get a. I mean, looks fine. That game, man, that's even come out yet. But I don't know. I'm not interested in it. That's all I really gotta say about Unknown 9 Awakening. It just, I don't know. Never really caught my eye. The gameplay looks kind of, I mean, it's interesting, but it looks like it'll not be that, like, it'll kind of be like half-baked almost. Because I don't know, it just doesn't really interest me all that much. So yeah, that's Unknown 9 Awakening. It's coming out summer 2024. Next up is Sleight of Hand. Now, this is an interesting game because we got no fucking gameplay. So that's fun. I mean, I can get behind what they're going for here, and like this, I guess, more 1930s sort of aesthetic, and I do like it. And I think it's kind of cool what they're going for, this like magic stuff with like I guess urban fantasy, and that's kind of cool. But I think it needs gameplay. I think we need to see gameplay for us to finally see, because without gameplay, we don't really know how to really judge a game. Like, cool concept and everything, but I think it just kind of doesn't. I just can't be interested in it because I just don't see gameplay. Like, cool, it's coming out. Cool, you're setting up all this stuff about it, but I need to see it. I need to know what I'm going to be buying and what I'm going to be investing my money on. This game doesn't have a release date, so my question is, sure, they're gonna announce it now, but it's not really like, is this a studio that I should be like, oh, like, it's this studio and they're making this game, and it's like, oh, it's very interesting. Yeah, do they make specific types of games that would be very interesting to see? Yeah, I don't know. I can't answer that question. I don't know the answer to that question because I've never heard of these guys. People need gameplay, and especially when it's when it's like an indie game, or like a game that's not very well known, or like an original game. I feel like that you need gameplay to actually get people to be interested, because you're not gonna interest people just by a cinematic trailer. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about Sleight of Hand. Next up is The Alters. Now, The Alters is kind of interesting. Okay, it is kind of interesting. I kind of like it. So basically, you're just a stranded person on this planet, and you are kind of left alone. But there's like, I guess you can, there's this cloning machine, and you clone yourself to help you survive. And I think it's a pretty cool concept. The fact that every single one of these different versions of yourself are different parts of your personality. I feel like that's a pretty cool idea. But and the gameplay, I'm not sure I like the camera angle that they're going for here. just doesn't seem like very appealing to me, to be honest. It might straight up just be me. I have no clue, but I'm just not the biggest fan of the camera angle they go here. I do like the concept of the game. Like, I like what they're going for here. It seems very interesting, and I like the concept. But just where it will go kind of like eludes me a little bit. I don't know, just it seems like it's trying to do something kind of cool, but I feel like the gameplay might hinder it a little. I mean, it's not like I hate simulation games. I like I sung the praises of, and I will sing the praises of Jurassic World Evolution, Jurassic World Evolution 2. But I'm a very picky person when it comes to camera angles, and this sort of like camera angle when you're kind of following this person along like a semi hallway, it's like a platformer almost. I don't hate that kind of angle, but not for a game where you're walking around. I feel like I feel like this camera angle could be worked on a little. Just saying, just putting it out there. I feel like this camera angle could work it. This game could be a lot better if it used a different type of camera angle instead of the one that you see here being presented. I guess it's too late to change, because why wouldn't it be too late? If the game's already made, like it's already being produced with this angle of your camera angle, so there's not much to change. Genuinely speaking, there's not much to actually change. So yeah, that seems like a lot of fun. But yeah, otherwise I am very interested to see how this works and kind of how everything interacts. I like the sort of idea of this game. I guess you could call it. I like the idea of sort of what the game is going for, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I like what this is going for. It's just, I feel like it could be better executed. And I'm not asking for gameplay or anything. I'm not asking for like action. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not asking for action. I'm asking for, like, I guess, something that just looks better. This just looks better and not as, I guess, clunky as this looks. But I like the concept a lot. So, yeah, that's the altars. Next up is Creatures of Ava, or Ava, or however this is going to be pronounced. And I like what they're I like how this is looking. I do like how this is looking. It reminds me a lot of Pokemon, but if Pokemon, I guess had more, I guess, variety in its gameplay. And, you know, that's pretty cool. I like what they're showing here. And honestly, I just kind of, I like it a lot. I honestly do like it a lot, and it just kind of really piqued my interest, and I like how the gameplay looks. I like how I like the creature design. It really looks like a Pokemon game where you're not really focusing on battling. Much more like I guess if Pokemon mixed with Animal Crossing almost, and I feel like that's pretty cool. So yeah, I don't know if I can say much about Creatures of Ava. I just read. I like it. I like it actually. So yeah, that's Creatures of Ava. It's coming out 2024. Next up is a really weird one to see. Roblox Griefville as Chucky. So Griefville. So apparently, Roblox Griefville is like a horror type game for Roblox, and it's having it has a collaboration with Chucky. Which is one, like, a really weird thing to put in your partner showcase. And two, I don't know how this is handled. How do you have a crossover on Roblox? I guess, like, you can have a game, but, like, what's Griefville? Is it a game made by Roblox themselves? Or is it like something that was sponsored by Roblox, like made by a different studio or whatever? Is that what this is? Is this just a game that a different studio made on Roblox, and it's just kind of being peddled by? It's just kind of being like used, and it was like funded by Roblox themselves, or is this a game that was made by Roblox, and thus they can make this happen? They can actually make the brand deal, or I don't know. Maybe the game studio that make this game, Roblox game, were the ones that actually made the brand deal, and Roblox is the one that's advertising it or whatever, because it's fucking Chucky. People like Chucky. I can't say. I don't know, and I don't know how you even answer. I don't even begin to answer that question. That is it's such a weird thing to think about. Like, what happened to even get this to happen? To me, it makes no goddamn sense. Because I'm trying to pick this all apart, and it's just kind of like, well, where the fuck did you come from here? You know? So yeah, pretty weird crossover, all things considered. But, you know, cool, I guess. Sure. Why not? Why not have a random ass Chucky crossover? That is exactly what we needed. That just seems like the right thing that we needed in this world. So yeah, sorry for bragging on this. It's just kind of an absurd concept to me that this is even a thing. So yeah, really weird, really weird. I have not much to say other than like fucking Roblox. But yeah, the Griefville Let's Chucky crossover is available now. Next up is the Sinking City 2. Now, to my knowledge and to my recollection, they didn't show gameplay of this, I'm pretty sure. But it looks kind of interesting, I guess. I don't know. I like the sort of horror, I guess, what do you call it? Psychological horror, kind of yeah, kind of weird horror stuff that they show here. It looks interesting, but I don't know. I don't know what to think. Again, it's not. There's no gameplay. Sure, it is the sequel to a game, but thing is, what if people are like myself aren't very knowledgeable on on things like this? What if particularly interested in this? So yeah. That's all I gotta say. It's just I need gameplay to see this. I need gameplay for me to know what I'm getting myself into, pretty much. So yeah, again, I need gameplay. Next up is it's coming 2025, which is probably why they didn't show any gameplay or whatever. Next up is Final Fantasy 14 Online, which is coming to Xbox. Well, it's available now on Xbox. So, Final Fantasy 14 Online is a game that's been out for a very, very long time. It was very poorly received at the time of its release, which led the creators to pretty much make a game from the ground up. And that's what we're seeing here. It's kind of wild that, one, it has not launched on Xbox yet. That is pretty wild to see that this game has not been on Xbox at all until this year. But the fact is, this game has been out for a very long time, and only now we're seeing it on Xbox, and it's still running. This game is still has a community, and a pretty big one, for it to be re-released again on Xbox. So it's cool to see. It is cool to see that. But I honestly think that I don't know. It looks cool. I really do want to play Final Fantasy 14 Online. I think it's one of the ones that has one of the more creative character customizations. I have been searching for a good character customizer game. And I think that this could be like a pretty good game to see, to actually make characters on. I feel like it has a lot of freedom. Another one I think also has a lot of freedom is Baldur's Gate, but Baldur's Gate is $70. So I'm not entirely sure if I should invest in that kind of game right now, especially if other game is coming out. And Final Fantasy 14 is only 20 something bucks, so I might pick it up at some point, play it. But what I don't know is if it needs PS Plus, because I do not have PS Plus. I don't have it. I just don't. I don't. Is 30-day free play period. Do you need PS Plus to What? $15 a month to play the game? Jesus Christ, that's kind of awful. That's kind of that. Yeah, I do not like the fact that you have to pay for this type of game. I don't like it at all. I really don't. Just no. Just no. That sucks. You need to play the. You need to. That is awful. I hate that. I hate that so much. You need to pay a subscription service to play the game. Now that sucks. That is awful. I hate that. I might just going $70 for Baldur's Gate 3. That just seems like much of a less a way, just not that big a waste of time. Just seems like just seems better in the long run. Because I don't know, why? Why? What the fucking hell? Hell Let Loose was a game. I consider this game, Hell Let Loose, to be complete garbage. It is bad. I do not like Hell Let Loose. And it is $50. I do not like Hell Let Loose. It is garbage. But it is $50. I don't know anyone who likes Hell Let Loose. Because it's just a game I try to play and it's not good. It's a 9 out of 10 on Steam. What are you talking about? This game is awful. Realism is not good. Like, it's not a it's not a it's not something that that is gameplay friendly, I feel. So yeah, aside from that, Final Fantasy VII 14 Online looks pretty good, but I don't know if people are inclined to pay $15 a month for this game. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, it's available now. Next up is Stalker Legends of the Zone Trilogy, which is available now actually. So Stalker, it's pretty cool that we're seeing this type of game sort of. I don't know what to talk about. Like, it's pretty cool that we're seeing the original trilogy sort of come back here, especially after the fact I think Stalker 2 is coming out at some point. It's supposed to come out this year. I remember when it was first announced. Alright, it's coming out since September 5th. That's actually... Huh. So that's interesting to see. I guess. Yeah, E3 2021, blah 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 blah. Give it a shot. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, Stalker. We have the original trilogy, which is Shadow of Chernobyl, Clear Sky, Call of Pripyat, which is I think it's having its name change. Yeah, Call of Pripyat. Because because of real world events. Yeah, it's officially Shadow of Chernobyl, Clear Sky, Pripyat, and then 2024 we have Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl. So these seem to be kind of shit. Is a sequel, like these are official sequels, and then we have Stalker 2, which is releasing 17 years after the original, and well, 15 years after the last game. So yeah, there's that. But we are getting this game, and we're also getting the trilogy, which is kind of cool, like having the trilogy out and ready for people to replay. Replay and get sort of acquainted with the like the game itself and the world before the new game, which is back later this year. So yeah, I think that's a pretty cool thing. So yeah, I don't know, just kind of throwing stuff out there. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. The gameplay looks kind of cool. So yeah, Stalker Link to the Zone trilogy is available now. Next up is Monster Jam Showdown. It's a monster truck game. I really don't know what else to say. It's a it's a monster truck game. I have nothing much to say. It looks like every other fucking monster truck game I've seen in my life. That's all I really gotta say. It looks the same as I always seen monster truck games. That's just how it is. That's how it is. So yeah, not much to say about for this game other than that. So it's coming out this year. Next up is the Persona 3 Reload expansion pass, which is available now, and there are 3 waves that are coming out, which is the first wave, which is also available now. It's the Persona 5 Royal EX background music set and Persona 4 Golden EX background music set. The wave 2 is the Velvet costume and background music set, which is coming out this month in May. And wave 3 is episode Aegis The Answer, which is coming out September. Now, that kind of drummed up a lot of things. We didn't know that The Answer was going to be included as DLC later down the line. But a lot of people are very mad that we're not seeing the female protagonist from Persona 3 Portable to be included here in the expansion pass and in the DLC, because it's not just it's a pretty much a different Like, it's not just it's a different experience, but yeah, it's a different experience than playing as the male character. It's just how it is. The male character is the normal one that you play through in Persona 3 normal, and we have Persona 3 Portable, which has the female protagonist. And FS, which has, or FSC, which has the answer. They have all different, every version has different things, and it would have been cool to have the definitive Persona 3 experience in Reload. But we don't. We have the answer, which is I just closed the entire tab. FES. Our FES, I'm just calling it FES for now, the FES content, but we don't have the portable content. So, and they're not coming out with it. So what the fuck? You just add it. Like, it's not like. The thing is, I think that it should not have been DLC from like the very beginning. I feel like just this type of game with so many versions, I think it should have the definitive version as its remake, like just having everything in there, because that's just kind of cool. We've never seen the answer being played with the female protagonist as the lead, like as like in the place of Makoto, of Yuki. So it would have been cool to see that happen here, but we're not going to, because I'm guessing they thought they had to pick one or the other, but they can just do both. Like, it's not that hard. So, yeah, I don't know. I've said my piece on Persona 3 Reload quite a bit, so I'm only going to talk about the DLC here, but I'm just kind of disappointed in it, to be honest. Just otherwise pretty disappointed. So, yeah, that's all I'm going to say about Persona 3 Reload. Next up is the first Berserker, Kazan. Now, I like what I'm seeing here, yeah, I am liking what I'm seeing here. It is a Souls-like, which I stated before, but I'm not the biggest fan of Souls-like games. But I can appreciate their gameplay, and they're very well made. And I feel like this is another game like that. I feel like it's a pretty cool game we're seeing here. But I'm not the biggest fan of Souls-like, but I can appreciate them, and I feel like this game looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna bash it for being the game it is, and it looks pretty cool. It's just kind of just not for me. That's what I was saying. It's not for me. A lot of people do like Souls-like, but I'm not one of those people. I know that the whole appeal to them is very hard, and that's fine. I like a challenge. I just don't like how the game is presented and the controls and all that. I feel like it's a bit too clunky for my taste. I know that's the appeal, but that's what makes it so hard. But I'm not the biggest fan. So yeah, there's that. Just my 2 cents on this game. That's pretty much it about for this first Berserker Kazan is on release date. Next up is Tales of Kenzera Zau. Now I kind of like this. It has its very sort of it has its appeal. I like the fact that it's what do you call it? I like the fact that it's that's like platformer, and you can you can fucking what do you call it? Fucking hell. You can use different powers and all that. That's pretty cool. I finally found it. It was on the tip of my tongue. You have different powers. And that's pretty cool to me. And I like the aesthetic. I think I talked about this before on like Meeting Consumers or something. But yeah, I do like what I'm seeing here. It looks pretty cool. I kind of have the same opinions, but I do like it a lot. So there's that to say. Yeah, Tales of Kanzaro is available now. Next up is Frostpunk 2. Now, this is, again, not a game that they showed a bunch of gameplay of, or any really at all. So, not much to say. It looks like a building game, I think. I think that's what it's meant to be. And, yeah, I'm not really that interested. To be frank with you, I'm not really that interested in this game. It's just how I feel. It's just how it is, and yeah, that's all I really gotta say. That's it. I just don't. I'm not. There's nothing for me to say. It's like a building game. I like building sims. I'll play building sims with this kind of art, like this kind of aesthetic. And it's like Frostpunk sounds cool. I can vibe with Frostpunk, but I don't know. Not really my tempo, I guess. So yeah, there's that. I guess it is coming out July 25th, 2024. You can pre-order it now. And finally, our last announcement of the day is Kunitsugami: Path of the Goddess. Now, it looks pretty cool. I kind of like I like the how it uses mythology, like Japanese mythology. We're seeing a lot of that in games, I feel, and Japanese mythology is something that's pretty cool. But I think I just gotta see more of this, and you know, I think it has a pretty cool direction it can go. It's made by Capcom, so I think it's in good hands. But I feel like it just needs. I just need to see more of it. I just need to see more of it. I like what I'm seeing. I like how it's being presented, the gameplay and all that. I just need more because I want to like it. I want to like this game. I like the concept. I like how it's looking. I like the gameplay. But I just need to see more of this game for me to actually see if I want to buy it at all. Because I mean, something happened kind of unrelated, but same thing kind of happened with Wild Hearts. If anyone was that, it's cool. We're getting up competition in Monster Hunter, which I feel like is pretty healthy to see competition. Like not keep Monster Hunter in this like sort of what do you call it? Like it's the only one in that kind of genre, but. We just needed more marketing and more stuff and just more things to do, and I feel like that's what we need here. Just more things to really set us apart from other games that are like it. So yeah, that's all I really gotta say. They didn't really show much of this, so yeah, it's coming out this year. So that's pretty much it. Unlike Meeting Consumers, I don't think I say what I liked most about this. If I had to, Persona 3, that's kind of just by default, and Creature of the Ava, I guess. So yeah, that's all I really gotta say. What did you guys think about the Xbox Partner Preview? Leave in the comments below. You can follow the podcast and the entertainment's things on the YouTube channel page. Just go to the entertainment on YouTube and you should find it. For me, Mercury SC on YouTube, Wattpad, AO3, and Faction.net. At Mercury SC. S Cheese on Twitter and Mercury C Cheese on Twitch. So yeah, that's about it. See ya.